Good afternoon, everybody. It's John for Father's Rights and my anti-human trafficking YouTube channel. This is to my family and friends. A lot of you guys are saying I was being too harsh on the perpetrators of this. I don't think I've been harsh enough. Again, as being my family members and friends, for my family, I know full-heartedly that nobody in my family would ever do anything of what you see in this picture. Okay? If you did do something like this, the older generation would disown you or worse. Let's be realistic now. What you see before you is a relative of somebody that I no longer desire to be married to, and there's a reason for that. Number one was the neglect of my child, and number two, it was the sexual abuse of another child that was actually condoned and hidden from the rest of the adults on my side of the family from finding out. I find this morally reprehensible and absolutely disgusting. And when I grew up, I was taught you don't associate with these people at all, you cut them off. And that's what I was attempting to do before I was basically set up under a false pretense. And the fact that somebody made that false pretense and actually swore on the Bible it was true. Again, I come from a strong Catholic background. That's also something morally reprehensible. And again, we should have nothing to do with that person who engages in that type of activity. There were other adults involved in this. There's one of them right here. I don't want them around my kid because when her child under her guardianship was raped at 14 years old, because this girl in the picture is 15, getting married, 8 months pregnant in February, to a 30-year-old male that had sexual relations with her since she was about 13, 14 years old. So again, this is why I'm warning you. Do not trust people who think this kind of behavior is okay. Now, the law states if you know a child has been raped, because you can't say the R word anymore on the algorithm on YouTube, you're supposed to call the police. And if you don't, you're guilty of a serious crime. And the facts are, this man who married this girl and impregnated her moved her across state lines to Connecticut when she was 15 years old so she could give birth in Connecticut, because the age of consent in Connecticut is 16. So that's the only way that she could give birth without dear old daddy going to fucking jail. Because if she would have gave birth in New York City and they would have found out her age, somebody's going to jail. So this is why I'm telling you, cut off all contact with these people. You do not want their bad karma to affect you and your family. Since they cleared out of the house, it's like I can go in the casino and I'm rolling straight sevens with everything I touch. So, please be aware. I'm not doing it to bully people or harass people. I'm doing it to show you that somebody's done something that's one of the most horrible things that could be done, and the people that knew he did it are actually covering him at the expense of my reputation by setting me up to be falsely accuse me of things that I didn't do, in order to help cover this up so nobody would listen to me. So please, if I could tell you, I've been invited to a wedding. I don't want to see her there. If she's there, I will physically call the police on her on the spot. You do not let somebody around that knows about child trafficking and doesn't do anything around yourself or anybody else in your family if you love them. I don't know. If they don't have enough love to protect their own, do you think they have any love of you or yours? The answer is no. And on that, I'm out of here.